How do you feel? No, seriously, have you ever thought about how you feel? Did you know that your senses impact your emotions? How we process sensation is incredibly important to health and wellness through the lifespan. How we feel and whether we feel okay and safe and competent is impacted by our ability to process sensations in the environment around us and sensations from inside our body. It even impacts if we can develop theory of mind and perspective taking. Can we understand what's going on in other people's lives? Well, we have to have that experience first as infants and young children that tells us how we feel in the world, and some of us struggle with that. And all the way through life, when we're stressed or tired, when there's too much going on, we struggle with it again and again. And we have strategies that we use to help us feel better. But what we don't really think about is how we feel, the mechanisms of how we feel, the neurology of how we feel. And it's so pivotal to health and wellness. It's like a third dimension of health between physical wellness and mental health, is this sensory domain. So let's go on a quick tour. We typically get taught that there are 5 senses. This is what we get taught in elementary school. And myself and many other occupational therapists, we have kids who have gone to school for that lesson in 5 senses, raised their hand and said, I'm sorry, there's more than 5 senses, because there's actually 8. And they're all really important. So when we talk about a 6th sense, we're not talking about a movie. We're talking about an actual system, a part of our nervous system and our neurology that helps us be competent in the world, move around the world, know whether we're safe, form relationships, and engage academically. So we have taste, touch, sound, smell, and sight that we're all pretty much aware of. And then we also have our sense of where our head is in relation to the pavement, in relation to gravity. That is our vestibular sense, and it's housed in here. And it's like these little spirit levels in our inner ear that tell us whether we're upright or not, whether we're safe, and so much other information. We have more videos about that. And finally, we also have our proprioceptive system, which is the system that with torque and pressure, compression and traction tells us where our body position is in space. A lot of these systems tell us about the outside world. There's another sort of group of sensory data that we're calling interoception as well, which is proving critically important. And that data is about our heart rate, our respiration, our gut motility, whether we're full, whether we're thirsty, what's going on, whether we might have a fever even. And interoception is hugely important for mental health, and we're learning more and more about that all the time. So there's more going on than you think, and it's worth paying attention to the mechanisms of how you feel.